dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today. This is where I come when life gets
Crowns and politics are no
overwhelming.
concern.
Where was I headed?
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. I'll say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Mayhap I will find myself gossip.
Over here!
My knees have been acting up of late. Quite the predicament.
It is well tiring being so alert all day long.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Might you consider in another world? I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Methinks I know where that is. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
I'm ready to set out for our destination when you are, Arisen.
Do you see? Phantom!
Such fiends quail before holy light.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Could you come over here?
Would that such tranquility could last.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Only Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Splendid.
Oh, the monster's left something for us.
Of course, it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Wonder how best.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
I'm gonna eat yours. You scared? You should be.
A flawless execution.
Indeed. It was enough to make one pity our foe.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
This maze of trees offers ample advantage to rogues and bandits.
Right you are. Choppers, master!
Ice attacks would only be to its advantage. We'll have to try something else.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Witches, imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
You there! You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
I don't know about you.
You'd best go up. There's no business to be had here.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How... How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
You must go off on your own. There's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions, what figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be neutral, but I suppose his real name, but he's been... We had no choice. We're men, that's why. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, but he failed. So the title, that's when he went off. And what? Still. But we can't have me things.
It's too quiet here for me.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Isn't there anything to do round here?
Oh, how lovely. I'll have
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Very dull.
The person we seek isn't here. Perhaps we'd best come back later.
I'm not sure we're making any progress here. We might want to remind ourselves of the particulars of our task.
all this hustle and bustle that's resulted.
Quite the predicament. Quite the predicament.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Let's take it easy.
Over here.
Peruse at your
I
leisure.
find any turncoats.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will buy it.
Welcome.
Mustn't neglect my ledger. Best to keep a record.
Well met, sir. Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that these are... To think, 'tis a surprise. But if Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by... You have done well, your Majesty.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Deesa's puppet then. Even were he to be removed, I suspect. But if there's aught that compels my... He seems a man of import. And yet... Pray, allow me to investigate...
Queen Regent Deesa appears to be working in concert with this Phasersfeld.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Pray, make use of the key. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance... Ah, but of course. I some a clever plan. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's, and all the while, a clever ploy. I've no doubt that this bill would...
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Deesa. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
Eager as I am to explore the castle with you, I fear my kind are not welcome within. But I shall see you to the entrance.
The road's at your neck.
Always another errand to see to.
Suppose I'm tired. I barely slept a wink.
I'm in fine fettle. Will someone do aught about this?
This way, if you please.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Kept just about anywhere.
Better get to work.
So, you've come.
Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
Why? My knees have been acting up of late.
Makes the wind blow my fur every which way.
It's so dull when there's nothing
I
doing.
quite like here.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May hold on a moment. You see, one of the Malcolm, his name. This building's might I impose on you?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
Mal, just the other day, he was...
Malcolm, don't know why he bothered.
I ought to have enough for a few pinches of spices.
Would you mind?
We were supposed to go. Wish he'd woken me up.
We'd best report back.
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mentioned... Come, I fear... Pray, follow me, and quick...
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know.
I believe this... Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done. Let us make haste.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough.
This gloom has an eerie cast.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different...
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe books, sir.
Truly? Perhaps we ought...
Shall we follow, Master?
You have my support. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it
It is quite a fight. Why, Might I ask that we cannot... we ought to entrust... As for you, Malcolm...
Oh, but...
However, let's investigate this...
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'm seeing stars. You're rather scholarly sort.
You have my support.
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Time to be heading home.
Not that trouble here. I best move along. My head hurts just thinking about it.
There's no easy thing, making a living.
So barely the vim to tie my boots.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
Quit acting so chuck.
I'll not stick my head when you get cut off.
Have you come to release me from... Oh! Or have you proof? Ah, by that mark. This reminds me. He went before, and what befell him? Ha! I dare say you escape here, and that said, tell me, does that ring? Oh, guide me outside then.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training. You have no right.
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
Good to see you, Master.
If you truly... Words may mayhap the knowledge I...
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
Where I stand.
How did I end up in this miserable place?
We who serve the heavens must be air.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye.
tell is her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
Must the wind blow my fur every which way?
Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
Try all I might. I can't get the salt off my skin.
What shall I do today?
I'm not sure what to do. Whatever's to be done. Catching naught but fry of late.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement.
Quite the predicament.
I know every face here. Whatever's to be done. Dear me.
What am I to do?
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Try all I might. I can't get the salt off my skin.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement.
Oh dear.
Catching
Quite
naught
the
but fry of
predicament.
late.
What shall I do today?
I I know every face here.
Peruse at your neck.
Idleness is a luxury up in
Stomach's
there.
complaining. I'll have an early supper.
I'm surrounded by creatures on all sides.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone wild.
Well met, sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Always gotta be in the thick of things, me.
There is much we ought to tend to. If I bear word, a minister from the Playin, that alone is the regent kin. He bids you to use this opportunity. I shall ensure that the door. There is much we ought to tend to. 'Tis no simple matter. Should you fall into. However, I am afraid. Is there aught else you would speak of? Your Majesty, since Magistrate mayhap to be. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I left? I thank you.
That was certainly worthwhile.
We have achieved our objective.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Still waiting on that report.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Tis quiet
I'll buy
about.
myself a new sword next day.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, however, it must be a highly sensitive...
Oh, perhaps... Oh, unring as if anyone... Now, it...
Surely none more important than this.
Indeed.
Silence cultivates
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
Well, well. We meet again.
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your... Something tells me this shan't be the...
Now here's a welcome sight. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Don't look to me to solve this.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword.
It's too quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
What's this? Oh, if only my... Alas, and 'twould wound if you're curious. The man's home is located...
A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Off to market I go.
I didn't
Let's
sleep
make
a week
haste,
last
else I'll be at this all night.
Well, you don't see that every day. I imagine my master would faint were I to return beyond the rift with it.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
go.
This is where I come when life gets...
Master, you appear to be carrying rather a lot. Perhaps you ought to set a few things down?
This is where I come when life gets... overwhelming.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
'Tis no great shock to me.
I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Peruse at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... I know this sigil. Let me see. Pray make haste in make a clue. Though the political... I fear such a part. At any rate, I will investigate only once we have gleaned, and ere it slips my mind.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? I'll gladly stay a while.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
As a reward, you will, of course, There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished, very well. The coronation is to take place on the...
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
We've been had. The false sovereign commanded, according to Regent King, I imagine, perchance 'tis a tool. Alas, pray, allow me time to...